Why do CPU coolers have clearance issues with compact PC cases? Imagine trying to fit a tall, bulky object into a tiny space. That's exactly what happens when you install a CPU cooler in a small PC case. These cases are designed to be compact, but that means they have very limited room inside. When building a gaming or home theater PC, space is often at a premium. The main problem is that many high-performance air coolers are tall because they have large heatsinks and fans to keep the processor cool. These coolers can be over 50 millimeters high, but small cases like Mini-ITX or other small form factor cases usually only allow between 40 and 70 millimeters of clearance. That's not much room for a tall cooler to fit without touching the case's side panel. Another issue comes from the RAM modules. Many tower-style coolers extend over the memory slots, especially if they have large heatsinks or fans. If the RAM has tall heat spreaders, the cooler might bump into them, making it impossible to install or remove the RAM easily. This is a common problem in small cases where every millimeter counts. The layout of the motherboard also plays a role. Small motherboards like Mini-ITX have less space around the CPU socket, which means the cooler has to be smaller or specially designed for tight spaces. Components like voltage regulator module heatsinks or power connectors can block the cooler's placement. Cables are another factor. In tiny cases, cable routing is tight, and power cables or GPU cards can get in the way of installing or securing the cooler properly. Even if the cooler physically fits, poor airflow caused by close proximity to case panels or other hardware can make cooling less effective. This can lead to higher CPU temperatures during gaming or heavy tasks, which can cause performance issues or system instability. For gamers building small PCs, choosing the right cooler is key. Low-profile air coolers are often the best choice because they are designed to fit in tight spaces while still providing decent cooling. Some opt for all-in-one liquid coolers that have a smaller radiator and pump, which can be easier to fit into compact cases. Always check the maximum cooler height specified by the case manufacturer before buying. Measure your RAM height and compare it with the cooler's dimensions. Using compatibility tools or websites can help avoid surprises. Picking coolers made specifically for small form factor builds can save you headaches later. Planning your build carefully by considering the size of each component and how they fit together will make the process smoother. Proper airflow is also important, so think about how the cooler will direct air through the case. Remember, in small cases, every millimeter counts. Making sure your CPU cooler fits well and works efficiently will keep your gaming system running smoothly and prevent overheating.